This is Donna McKenzie. Tempie Lindsey became the authority on rock and roll at the age of 6. That's when her parents bought her first record player. Hall of Famer John Dillon gave her a taste of progressive rock with his nighttime show on KRLD. And by the time she arrived at North Texas State and the broadcasting program led by our chairman Bud Bouchard, Tempie was ahead of her class. Q102 signed on the air in 1974, and nervously she applied for a weekend job. They liked what they heard, and over the next 6 years she would grow as a talent, eventually hosting the morning show. While KTXQ was a rock station for the refined listener, Kiss in San Antonio was bad boy cool, and Tempie traveled down Interstate 35 and turned around the Alamo City rocker and made it #1 in short order. But the Metroplex was home, and she got her shot when the Zoo KZEW rang her up. She took the job as midday jock and music director and stayed until new ownership turned out the lights. But a new age and sound arrived just in time. The Oasis allowed her and a number of other zoo freaks to usher in something completely different, and it gave Tempie a home for an impressive 16 years. Tempie continued her work in DFW radio, but this time as a weekend warrior at KVIL, KZPS, and even WRR. Yes, she did what few could do, go from rock to Bach. She's on a first-name basis with the biggest names in rock and roll. She's been recognized by the readers of the Dallas Observer twice for her good work. She's with us today, along with a lively group of friends. Join them and me as we induct Tempie Lindsey, a 2017 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
It's the boots, I swear. Hi. You just stole my speech, Mr. Garrett. That was beautiful, by the way. Thank you, Josh, for guiding me through the process of getting psyched up to be here today, because I was in shock when I went on Facebook and saw that I had been nominated, and then saw on Facebook that I had gotten inducted. I felt like, wow, I'm the last person to know. But the cool part was, by the time I saw it, every person I've ever known in my life or worked with, and there's been a million of them, had commented. And I just kept looking at every name thinking, my God, I've had a lot of love in my life. And I've been given so many people to love. And that doesn't even include the listeners, whom I really did. One of the biggest compliments that anybody ever gave me at any particular time by a listener was, God, you make me feel like you're talking just to me. And that made me so happy. I mean, if one person out of a day or night could feel that way, I felt like, hey, I'm picking up a little bit of loneliness that they might have, or giving them a lift in their day or something. And that was just, that was sort of the purpose. It wasn't about ego. It was about holding the collective hand of consciousness with people through good times and bad times. I mean, news stories and, big shows and disappointments. And it was a great gift to be given, and Texas radio's been very, very good to me. I had opportunities to go other places, LA, New York, XM, but it's like, it was Texas people, It's different in Texas. I don't know that I could have done what I do the best in an environment where I don't know the soul of the city, like Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, or know the people and how they are. Their openness and friendliness. It's been a wonderful, wonderful ride. This is really overwhelming. Can't think of a time when I've been filled with this kind of gratitude in my life. I just feel like a vessel that's I just have thankfulness flowing through me, and just so many different people. The guys who gave me my very first job when I was green getting out of North Texas. And, people like Ira, who's kind of been watching me in the wings and giving me confidence along the way. including tonight, as a matter of fact, today. I also want to thank my daughter, who's here with me tonight. She not only has given me great memories during her little bitty baby times. When she was born, I just started at the Oasis, and I took her, well, actually, her father brought her to work so that I could breastfeed at, a certain time during the middle of my show, and they had special curtains put up, and someone would come in and run the board, and I had her on the other side. And, well, she discovered the headphone curlicue one day, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of a break, and you hear this, and it was like her first laugh, and it was on the air. And I had that mentioned to me tonight, Bill Harris. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. It's one of my favorite memories, too. She's had to share me with a lot of people over the past 27 years. And now I'm fortunate enough that she's sharing her firstborn child for the last year with me every day during work hours. And it means so much to share this with you today, Alex. I'm really proud of this. I'm really baffled by how somebody can be honored for something that they just knew they were going to do, and that was play music, great music, great music, to people who loved music and people who were just finding it for the first time. But I haven't really ever been more proud of anything than I am of you, Alex. I love you, dear. Do what you love and love what you do. Stars and Moon. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this time.